Alrighty. Hello, hello. We're just gonna jump right back in. Okay. So I think we're gonna start with the map today. We're gonna go in, and I would like to. Well, let's try this one first. I think I clicked on the wrong square. So I think it's. Oh, no, sorry. I had to make an offering and I didn't have the piece for it. That's right. So we're going to start with this one here. So 902, 803, 902. Oh. Looks like this mountain is 902 meters, and this mountain is 803 meters. So I'm going to say that it's going to go over top of those. And it fits perfectly. So can I... The one thing that I wish is you could press like through it, because I hate having to move the map. Hi, welcome in, welcome in. See, I feel like I'm just supposed to press here, but like, what if it's actually crinkle cracks? Let's see. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try it. We'll press this one. It worked. The impressive ridgeline of the Crinkle Crags stretches across the full width of my vision. Days like today are worth being alive for. A colorful plant stands out amongst the moss. Well, this one's pretty. Okay. I think we can start with the customers. The old man reckons there's a plant. What can find pots of gold buried underground? Don't know what it's called, but I bet you do. Tell you what, when I'm rich, I'll throw a share of the gold your way. Weeping Bell. Let's see. Oh, Weeping Bell. A plant that is believed by many to lead to gold. You'll have about as much luck searching for the end of a rainbow. The soft-furred leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It is also known as golden light and sometimes fool's hope. Well, this plant here looks like weeping bells, and the leaves look to be the same too. Did it say something about leaves? Soft furred leaves. I mean, it did say soft in the description. I'm gonna go with this one. There we go. How was your stream today? Good. What did you end up streaming? I think it was Tiny Bookshop. I couldn't make it today because I had work meetings. I'm sorry. I have a task for you that would greatly aid the seeds of redemption. One of the Dreyer is in town, and we know he's paid you a visit already. No doubt feeding his habit. We suspect he's here to hunt the Dendrew. If he returns, give him some of this. He will make a worthy sacrifice to the Dendrew. Let's help him on his way. I'm wondering, did he just give me some type of poison? Coral Island. Oh my. I have not played Coral Island yet. It is on my list, but honestly, I've been like, I don't know, not scared. I don't think that's the right word. I know they take up so much time, and I don't know if I want to invest all the time in them. Oh, Discounty's gonna be cool. Before I leave, I wanted to store some valuables in a safe. I don't trust myself to remember the combination, and I certainly don't trust myself to write it down anywhere and not lose it. This is where you come in. Surely you've got something up your sleeve for me. Oh no, is this the... Oh. Was that the... That was the game where the developers had everybody, or made everybody, like, erase all of their save data and then went released it into 1.0, right? Like like they were in early access, a lot of people put like thousands of hours into it, and then they had to start from scratch when they released 1.0. Was that was Coral Island, right? Yeah. That's another. I follow the streamer Iona, and she was one of those people who put like hundreds of hours in Coral Island, and she was talking about how the developers like, oh no, it happened to you. Yeah, that's another reason that the starting like these farming sims in early access has me like a little like worried. Like Grimshire. I want to play Grimshire. I want to play Chef RPG, but I'm like so worried that once they release into 1.0, they're gonna like make us start over. And I don't want to put all those hours into it. Good for you. Good for you. I mean, I have that amount of hours in Animal Crossing. And I think I have like now what was it like 240 hours in Baldur's Gate? Yes, I feel like everybody is releasing an early access and it like I look forward to those games, but at the same time I want to play the full game. And that was with Hades 2, is I'm really excited to play Hades 2. I bought it day one for early access. And I don't want to play it yet because I want to put all of my time. I don't want to like start it and then have to wait months playing other games and then come back to it and restart it because I forgot how to play it. We tried this plant yesterday, but we're gonna try it again. I mean, no, like no offense taken. I heard a lot of people say that. So, and that sucks too whenever they feel like these developers feel pressure to release something and then they release it and it's like not ready, even for early access. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I was like back and forth on whether or not I wanted to even try Magic in, but seeing you play it on stream and then hearing about it, yeah. I know, I agree with you because then it makes the developers like not as, I don't want to say reputable, but like then they don't release as trustworthy games, I guess. And then I think I'm gonna try, where's that red plant with the thorns? This one. Let's try this one. Ah, exactly. I agree 100%. Do I only have to make these elixirs once? Oh, yeah. I thought I was gonna have to make them each time. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think that that pays off. I mean, at the same time, you also get frustrated with all the pushbacks too. Like a lot of people were irritated with Tales of the Shire and how many times they pushed it back and then still kind of released something that looked and played similar to what they had released back a while ago when all those streamers had like access to it. It's like such a tricky game. I would not want to be a developer. I love games. I love them so much and I like praise developers, but it is a stressful job. A wonderful smoky smell. So aside from Discount Tea, are there any other upcoming games that you're looking forward to? Smell it. I think it was that wood one, honestly. Doesn't that one smell like smoke? It's not really a fungi, but it's like yes, I am really looking forward to at both of those, honestly. Whisper of the House and Witchbrook, yeah, 100%. Especially for healing. I'm also now looking forward to Strange Antiquities because I am enjoy I really like this game. Mother's had me looking into the servant creature for you, but I'm afraid I've not gotten it anywhere. It's strange, I'm sure. I've seen some reference to it before, but I'm drawing a blank when I try to find anything. Either. Yeah, I mean, like, do you enjoy the games like Coffee Talk and Tavern Talk? Well, honestly, I played Coffee Talk, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I don't know why. It's just like the story didn't click with me, and I'm not as familiar with like coffee. Like I do drink coffee. I'm okay with it. But like I'm not as familiar with like the coffee like espressos, cappuccinos, or like all these fancy terms for coffees. And I think you kind of have to know that to make the coffees in that game. And then Tavern Talk was a little lighter on that, but it was so long. Like it was way too long for like all the content and stuff. But this game, Strange Horticulture, like reminds me kind of that like play style where you're like reading what these people want, you have to match the plant to it. It's kind of like a visual novel-esque, but you're solving mysteries. So like I think this one's way more interactive than like Coffee Talk and Tavern Talk, and I think that's why I'm liking this one. Um, honestly, I mean, if you're into like walking while gaming, it was nice to like, I guess, read while I was walking. That wasn't bad. Those games are good for that. Through my collection ambleside for any mention of the servant, but Lord Fremont's archives at Muncaster are home to many ancient. Let's go on exploration. We're looking for Muncaster. I follow Fremont's manservant deep into the vaults of the castle. 2 hours later, I have still found no mention of the servant. On the verge of giving up, a name grabs my attention. The Wilkin Dendrew. Didn't Verona say that that was another name for a servant? No. No, I did not. Bandletail. I don't know. I want to like both Bandletail and Graveyard Keeper, but the mechanics on how to try and find out how to make everything was really like irritating me. I'm not the type of person who likes to go or who has to go on wiki pages to find instructions on how to do something. I'm thinking about it honestly, but I think if I give it another try, I'm gonna have to restart it because I don't, it's been so long and I don't remember how to play it. Okay, I'll give it another try. And then for Bloom, what was it, Bloomtail? Bloomtown, I did like it, but I think the problem was is at the time I had picked up a lot of similar games. So I think I was playing like Sea of Stars, Bloomtown. Um, there had been another game that had just come out too that I was trying, and I think I had just burned myself out of that type of pixelated turn-based combat. So I think I just put it down. But it's not that it was bad. Like I want to go back to all of them. How far did you get in it? Black comb. Okay, let's go there. And also, what didn't you like about it? I guess, too. Black comb. I have to admit that I think that was confusing me a little bit too. The part that was confusing me was like the monster collection and the what was it like you turn into monsters or something, or like you pick your monster that you want to turn into and it gives you special powers. I think that part was confusing me a little bit. Yeah. Many hundreds of years site near Black Comb. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, I agree. It was like it wasn't clicking all the way for me either. So I can see why that would be frustrating and you'd quit over it. Did you ever try Sea of Stars whenever it was like the rave? And the DLC just came out too. There you are, down here, Black Comb, to the south of the Watcher. The great oak and the dendrew was ousted from this world. Know that 5 plants were required for the ritual. Um, Similar to Bloomtown with the mechanics of the turn-based combat, but you don't have the monsters and the collecting of the monsters, so it's a very simplified version. If you wanted to give that a go, I mean, I'd say you'd probably enjoy it more than Bloomtown. But I will say that I struggled with some of the combat on there. I think I got to the first boss, and it took me a couple of tries to get like to kill him. But then once I did, I felt actually kind of rewarded. So, I mean, I like it, but I didn't finish it and I didn't get very far. And it plays great on the Switch if you have a Switch. Okay, many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Black Clone. Okay, so do I need to go to these sites? Okay, we'll try again later. Norwood, please. I find it's the only thing keeping me from nodding off. Bite of the crunchy root in this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by a sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. Spores makes me think of fungi. So I feel like this one just says it smells gross. No, I mean, it does say plant, though, so it doesn't specifically say fungi. Hmm. A bite of the crunchy root of this plant. This isn't giving me very much. It is claimed. I do have a lot of plants. Yeah, this whole shelf just filled with plants. Oh, and an elixir. Just one elixir though so far. Okay, this plant just says it has berries on it. That's not going to do anything. I don't know what this plant says. Unpleasant scent. Nope. That's just berries. Sweet scent. Nope. Purple flowers, long leaves. A bite of this crunchy root has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. Does unnatural light count as this? Wait. No. Oh, wait, yeah, I can put it in there. Look at that. Cool. I guess I wasn't done using that. Wait, okay, so we should try to go back to that shrine and see if I have that. Where was it at again? I think it was here. Yep, it's this. Nope. Just below these mountains, right here. Okay. We wanted Ember Soul. I believe. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. No, that's not it. This one. Thought to have the protective properties. I still don't think I have that plant. Ember Soul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given to deities. Oh, produces flowers with many petals. Leaves are razor sharp. Well, this doesn't look like razor sharp leaves, but it does have. No, not this one. Maybe this one? The flowers are deep blue, quite. Doesn't say anything about sharp leaves, though. No. Maybe let's try this one. If anything, it'll just give me some dread, I guess. Oh. Oh, wait a second. I gave the wrong plant. What did I just give? Haldery. Oh. Okay, well at least it is for that specific goddess. I won't be as worried then. We're gonna go over here. Place those two there. Okay. We can archive this one. I kind of want to go and try that on the map again. We'll wait on that one. We'll wait on that one. Don't need that right now. And we did this one. So I'm going to go explore. I want my little great oak. Okay, it was created near Blackcomb. To the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dendrew. So I guess X marks the spot here. That didn't do anything. Okay, maybe next time. When her chance finally came, she did not hesitate even for a moment. Afterwards, when the Arda was dead, she felt only elation. Years after she had first laid her eyes on the book, she had what she needed. Ooh, somebody committed murder. The first letter of the Latin name of a plant known as goldenlight. The number of petals on a lucky cabala flower. Cabala. Balia. I think I just saw that one. No. Yeah, I know I have it. I think it's one of those ones that has the name in it. This is premium. I know I did this one. Sometimes called the Everheart. Nope, not this one. Hell's Gate. No, I know I did this one. The Golden Light. This one, that Cabalia's flower is 7, because I remember it has 6. It naturally has 6 leaves, but if some people find the 7th leaf, it's considered lucky. Finding a 7-petaled flower is considered lucky. I know that. I remember somebody asking for a golden light, and I think I had to use use that as a clue. Let's start back here again, because I think it's in the back. Also known as Blue Aloe, Blue Winter, Golden Light. Okay, I skimmed by it. Weeping Bell. So L7, right? The first letter of the Latin name, L7. Let's go explore. L7. L7. Oh. I amble through meadowlands, stopping every so often to examine that catch my eyes. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweed, cat's ear, and hidden among them something new for my collection. 2 new plants. Looks like olives. Blue olives. Okay, we'll try this one again whenever I have the will to travel. The sisterhood was attacked last night. Bethany is dead, along with the new Arda and 13 others. Ooh. Those damn fools with all their secrets. No amount of pleading with them could get them to see sense, but through blind luck we have been left with a slender hope in this fight. Sister Charlotte managed to escape the slaughter with the one thing that could help in the fight against the serpent. Is it a book? Trust no one. Keep it hidden, but get it open. I'm starting to feel like I'm the murderer here, because, I mean, this is a pretty important book. Maybe this is the book I stole. Maybe that's the twist. But I don't know, I spend all my time at the shop. How could I be a murderer? I think I'm supposed to put a flower? Oh, yes, I am. Okay. So, what flower looks like that? Let's say. No harm in trying. Oh, yes, there is harm in trying. There's harm in trying. Let's give me names. Nope. Okay. I think it's the one that I did the elixir with. Not those 2. Nope. Five petals. See, it like kind of reminds me of this one. No, maybe this one. Let's try it. Nope. Okay, no more tries today. Can't do it. They're saying the sisterhood has been attacked. Don't know much more than that, but the seeds of redemptionist have all got all excited about it. There's a bunch of them chanting outside pullovers right now. Foxfield Trident. Okay. Foxfield. And the Trident. So this one. From Foxfield, the Trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of the Swinside's stone circle. A faint path leads me over a ridge into the dell. Here a plant thrives, sheltered from the wind. It looks like a similar plant I've already acquired. Where'd that be? Done. Going to Blackcomb, I will kill the servant. My people have the saying, he who lives without fear does not live at all. I will not say that I am not afraid, but it would be no bad thing to die hunting such a noble adversary. I will take Embersoul. I think that's the one I didn't have yet. No? Or maybe it's, I don't know. Embersoul? Where are you? There you go. Yeah, it's the pointy one. I mean, I just got a new flower. Let's check this one. I'm gonna go with Tom. No, my mind is shattered. Oh no, this is a different puzzle than when my mind first shattered. Oh no. This one. Okay. Oh. Looks like this one. Um. This one. I mean, that one wasn't as bad as the first one. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, maybe I have the other plant that he's asking for. That's unlocking my brain right there, not just not stuff. I had gotten too many things incorrect. The round flower head of the Mary Dock is made up of smaller yellow florets. A single drop from this plant can utterly drain a perp, rendering them slow and incomprehensible. What are you going to do? I mean, my only choice is to give you the one that I have. I'm sorry. I mean, unless this is it. Let me try this one. Does this have razor sharp leaves? Nope. I don't think this one does either. Did I try this one already? I don't think I did. Oh, wait. Something that unlocks things. No, I have a plant that unlocks things. What was that plant called? Oh, gotta go through them again. Okay. Burned. This one, Calevelium, can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex. What plant were you? I think it would have been too much to put these in alphabetical order, but I'm starting to wish that I maybe had. Okay. I remembered something. First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. The third is the fear bringer. Fourth, to lift a curse. Last, a petal to secure black blood's reverse. Oof. Could fear bringer be widow's woe? Am I supposed to go travel there? Is that a place? Don't see it on here. So maybe not. Dudden, Tributary. I don't think that's a place either. Oh. River Dudden. To its source. No. Okay. That wasn't helpful. Oh, also, should I check this card? Oh, I should. Because it's not really blank. The secret uncovered is a secret no more, 2 miles north of Foxfield. Funny, because I was just at Foxfield. Let's water some plants. Okay. 2 miles north of Foxfield. That's where we're gonna go. 2 miles. 3 ravens circle above their caws and croaks, cleaving the silence. An omen. I take what I came for and leave. Tell me that's the plant I've been looking for. Sure. It's the plant I've been looking for. What? Property of Nicholas Culpepper. Is that important? Is there anything on the book? Nothing strange here. Like cabinets and curiosities? I would have thought that someone in your position ought to be interested in pursuing our collection of manuscripts on elixirs, perhaps. Okay. Let's head on over. So we're going to Arnside. The dark exterior of Arnside Antiquities blends into its surroundings, a tailor called Jones, and an ugly-looking haberdashery, to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines their uses unfathomable occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to the Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. Why can't we just be simple ingredients? Why can't it just be like use this plant for this thing? So let's end the day. And more raven spider. Okay, is there an end more? And more? I was gonna say that it would possibly make sense, again, to use the first letter of each word. And more being the place, and raven spider. Oh. It's like there's a raven glass over here. I'm wondering if that means to go west and then down. So let's give that a try. Nothing. No. Didn't work. I would like to get some of these out of the way. Oh, this is just saying the Latin names for it. Okay, I can do that. So it did just give me the... Okay, we are looking for Arbutum alphetus. Where is this? A Cavalia. there it is. Okay, so this one. Maculosis. I don't know what that means. Okay, so there's Men's Fortis. I think that's gonna be. It's not like this one. Definitely wasn't. It's like almost the last one I looked at. And okay, so we're still looking for them. Maculeus retia, whatever. There it was. Ooh, it's one I haven't discovered yet. Okay, the fruit of the henchuck can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it's ready to harvest. Huh. Well, I mean, these look like bulbs, but I don't think that they're right. I don't think that these are bulbs. Nope, they're flowers. I'm not sure I have any bulbous plants. The fruit on the henchuck can have startling effects on memory. Oh, so one of these fruit plants may be. Let's see, I've got this one. The bulb. Ah, it's this one. Cool. Okay. Where'd you put that on my shelf? Why didn't you label that? You don't have a name of it? Okay, we're gonna have to label this one. Just gonna call it the Damned. Oh. Damn. Okay. Yep. And then did the bulb one get a little tag? Ah, yes it did. Wow, way to just show that plant over there. Okay, so those ones are good to go. I don't think I'll need this one, but if I do, we can always open up our archives and take a look-sees. I think we can return our labels now. Elixir will enable any drinker of it to overcome their sense of fear. It should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near the edge of a cliff. Okay. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. I'm wondering if this information is listed in here, though. Like, okay. One, two, three, four. This one's 5. Skin rashes, though. I'm pretty sure I used this red flower in the other one, and it was like a mind. We'll double check that, though. If not, well, we can always start there. Those are the only red flowers I have. Let's actually start there. So let's do St. John's Poppy. Here. The vibrant petals can be brewed to create a draught that improves hearing. Not hearing. We don't need hearing. What about meek dew? Made up of many smaller. It's maybe pleasant. Nope, not that one. We have not established what that flower is. Let's try Eyebright. Take care not to touch. They do no long-lasting damage. A plant that only grows. A red flower to protect the mind. Both of those were about... Wait, was one about sight and the other one about hearing? Hearing. Okay. One, two. Honestly, I'd like to figure out what some of these plants are first. I feel like this is one that's like I have to wait for. Okay. Let's move on for now. Is there anywhere I want to travel? Maybe we'll try this source? Nothing there. Nope. Okay. Have you heard of this masked woman? Imagine having that amount of power. Nations would kneel before you. You would be a god. That creature, it's huge, unstoppable, and they say it obeys her every command. It would certainly come in helpful with my father-in-law tomorrow. I guess I'll just have to settle for some Daisy Dock to help me get through it instead. Okay. Daisy Dock. Nope, that was coffee. Okay, Daisy Dock. A simple potion that will grant courage. Hey. Look at that. Okay, so that one goes in that elixir. Oh. Just kidding. Oh. Look at how close these are, though. Not a 5 point. Okay. Cool. Alright. So we've got this one done. And we're going to put this one right over here. That one's going to go in this elixir. That was a 5-pointed leaf. Okay. This is definitely Dead Man's Fingers, is it not? The page that we just got. Alright, let's try to travel again. Am I just like kind of getting it wrong because like follow the Dudden tributary? It's this word tributary because there's the river. So we tried this point. This one, the Foxfield point. We could go further south, but I don't think that's right either because there's too much water down here for you to click on a square. I think it would be... And then we did try this one. So the only one I can think of is this one. This one doesn't have a name. I've never seen this plant. Oh, look at that! And it's growing in abundance here. Okay, did that solve that one? Not this one. This one. Yes, it did. Okay. Take another customer while we're waiting for our explorer. This letter was delivered in an unusual way. There was no address provided, just the horticulturist spelled wrong. Same. If you know your plants, this letter is for you. You can help me? Okay. Haha! So you got it working. Oh, yes, it works. It works. Look to the north of Balfell at the source of the river. The river Esk. Nobody knows it grows there. It will be our little secret. Ho, ho. Gotta get the ho, ho in there. Okay, you gotta bring this out again because I don't remember. Okay, if you know your plants, this letter is for you. Okay. North of Bowfell. Where's Bowfell? That's the mountain range here. Okay. At the source of the River Esk. So the River Esk is this river right here, and this is the source of it. Sure enough, I find a plant here that I've never seen before. Okay. That's good to go. Still gotta figure this thing out too. Alright. My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried about the ones he's brought back from his latest venture. He's just been on a trip across the lake, exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe, but they don't look edible to me. I'd have brought one with me to help identify it, but he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. Well, I don't blame you, sister. I'll come back tomorrow. Okay. Mushrooms, woods, west of Undermere, across the lake. Let's go on an exploration. Oh, I forgot I still need to figure out this card. There's so much going on now. Where did that little note go? Right here. West of Undermere, across the lake. Mushrooms. How have I never been here before? They're hard to find at first, but soon I'm seeing them everywhere. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know if I would trust those. Okay. Lord Fremont told me he was able to help you find some information on the servant. I've been looking all over the library, but all I've discovered is a mold problem. I hoped you might have some sweet breath that could help me clear it up. Sweet breath. Palliance. I was looking for sweet breath. Not palliance. P. Look, it's the only P that I haven't figured out. Okay. Most plants offer small improvements to air quality, but the palliance is in a class of its own. It is sometimes called sweet breath thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves on this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. This looks like a plant with many short leaves. Pungent. Would you want a pungent flower for air purification? I mean, I feel like that fits the description. Sure, it doesn't, because why would it? Okay, this one also has many short leaves, but that one doesn't feel right either. Oh, a pleasant, fresh aroma. Oh, well, look at that. It's a pretty flower and has a fresh aroma. Okay. Let us try our exploration again. Okay. trying to think of what raven would mean in this context as like a clue. Like spider is just giving me south. I mean, the raven is sitting east on the branch. Is it like southeast? Is R another? I also think that ravens fly north, but it wouldn't make sense to say north and then south again. That would just be the same place. The only thing that I thought of was that there's this place called Ravenglass over here. Oh. Is that right? And more. Raven. Just trying to make sure there's not a place like called Spider. Okay, and then maybe south from this square. No. Nope. That was wrong. My cousin will be married in 3 days. If you've got some Trimble Huff, then it'd save me the trouble of going out to find it myself. If you knew my cousin, you'd know she's not worth the trouble. Hey. Well, that was rude. I'm not gonna swear on my stream. This is a family-friendly stream, sir. The Trimble Huff is traditionally used as decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen relationships. A cross-section of the small cup-like flowers. They generally point downward to avoid filling with water and to allow easy access for pollinating insects. Oh, it's rude. Excuse me, I have not cursed on this stream. These ones look like it. No, certainly not. What about this plant? Bell-like flowers and heart-shaped leaves. I don't want to make a mistake on this one, because then I will have to solve that puzzle. But this feels right. Oh no! Oh, and it's the puzzle that I don't want. Okay, I'm just gonna sketch from here. Nope. The only other flowers that I have that point down in a bell-shaped manner. So let's give those ones a try. That was rude. Okay. Symbol. Traditionally used as decoration at weddings. A cross section of the small. So it wasn't this one. The only ones that like look like a cup. These ones. Well, like my only thing is that some of them aren't pointing downwards, which we'll give it a go. If not, then I think I don't have to. Of course it was. Okay. That I almost have them like all completed. You can make a little room there, champ. You can put another flower there. Nobody's asking for like fungi. Windmore Raven Spider. Do any of these things do anything for it? Oh no, that's just my magnifying glass. What about this thing? Give a... A raven and a spada. So what does that mean? Oh! Am I supposed to take the difference? Am I supposed to go to the raven and then go over because it's west? Or, yeah, west? And then we'll try it. No. I am wrong. I'm not getting another tarot card until I figure this one out. I guess I should water some plants to speed that up. Okay, let's go back in here. I'm definitely certain it has something to do with this thingy-mabob. So, we've got Endmore. And then this square is the Raven. What happens if we move this up to this square? And then click on the spider. I hope this works. Oh, it won't. A jackdaw croaks hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of old stones pierce the long grass. Among them some plants grow. Oh, would you look at that? Okay, so I got rid of that. I want to know about this one too. To the south of the Watcher. See, okay, Blackcomb is down here. Whoops. Blackcomb is down here. That great tree is, I think, this square. I'm not understanding what the Watcher is. Maybe that's supposed to be like west because it's capitalized again? Is that one of those? That's not the right paper. South of the Watcher. South of west. What happens if I just go south of the Great Oak? Will that do anything? Check the square. Huh. Oh. Well. Look at that. I found it. Just too early. The shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hours dragged by the sunset, and she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtly, so that at first the watcher was not sure that anything had happened. Then he saw it. So is it 8 miles to the east of Gosforth? Sure, we'll actually need that letter for anything. Like if it'll get a check mark. So let's go 8 miles to the east of Gosforth. I gotta remember where Gosforth is at. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters drew me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. I think we're okay with that now. Who knows? Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms. Oh, do I get to do the cure now? He's in a bad way and I'm worried about him. Okay. Let's check these mushrooms. She said she got this mushroom. So let's check spring wax cap and see if that matches. An edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. Nope, not that one. Sunset mount cap. Sunset mount cap. Nope, we already figured out what that one is. Bishop's parasol. Figured out that one. Copper Caldonia. Farmer's worry. Farmer's worry. We haven't gotten that one. A spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. That is definitely this one. Grants great strength for short periods and fatigue once. Royal Gentian. Well, first of all, let's label this one. Farmer's worry. Okay. Here we go. This can go on our mushroom stack. Okay, so what we need is Royal Gentian. Royal Gentian. Sometimes called, I think it's this one. Nope. There's the other one that I thought. This one. Oh, it's a fun little puzzle. Oh, is it? I like that one. There is a hateful man I sometimes see around town. He's called Isidore Burbridge. Yesterday I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog, but instead he punched it. No, that's not right. You get him, Mr. Postman. Don't punch a dog. That made me mad. Okay. Sadgill Chalice. So I need a little thing. We need to find Sadgill. 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 Where are you? Here you are. Okay. And then we need to hit the chalice. The chalice clue takes me directly south of Sadgill to a spot next to the river. Moss-covered rocks line the banks with velvet to the touch. In the most conditions, a deadly-looking plant grows abundantly in the leech greens. Yeah, I gotta do this dry trap. Okay. Another body has turned up at Blackcomb. I haven't been to see it yet, and I can't say I'm looking forward to it, but they've identified it as Dreher Hunter, a man named Forrest Fair. We have to do something. Verona tells me you're working on gathering the plants for a ritual that will help us defeat this creature. I want to help in any way I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it can be found. The binder ankle grabber and never let go are several names given to this plant that may give some clue as to its properties. Maybe this one. Keep going. I'm visiting my grandmother up in Tibet, and I thought I'd take her favorite plant to cheer her up. It's blue with large flowers in it. It smells lovely and fresh. My Nana calls it sweet breath. Pretty sure that's the one I gave to the lady for Malians. You know, I'm going to have full confidence in myself and say I remember this fact, and that's the right plan. Boom. Who needs an encyclopedia? What? Redemption is at hand. We need you to prepare this elixir. With it, we will lure the woken Dendru back to where this started, the Swinside Stone Circle. The Dendru is a god perverted by humanity, enslaved by mankind's wickedness, and bent to its evil will. Imagine the glory it will bestow upon us when we set it free. Praise the dendru. Woken dendru, also known as the servant, will be drawn to the fumes generated by this elixir and driven mad by thirst for it. If it drinks from it, it is thought that it will be able to break free of the bonds of its servitude, though this has not been attempted in living memory. 2 yellow berries, a heart-shaped leaf from a plant with bellflowers. What is that plant that I just did? Oh, that's this one. A teaspoon of milky fungal residue. I can do this! This is the second one. The milky residue mushroom is this one. And 2 yellow berries. See, I'm a little torn about the yellow berries though, because I think we've got these. Nope, these are really the only yellow berries. The other ones are orange. Let's give it a go. I created an elixir. Just proud of myself. Let's label this one. Dendru's elixir is what we're gonna label it. Then elixir. Okay. We will meet at the Swinside Circle on Saturday. Do I need to remember that? Do I need to put what was that? Okay, that was on their labels. Okay, we will meet on Saturday. I don't know if I need this necessarily. We've done this. Nicholas Colepiper. What's remaining is this one. Okay, we're just done this. Some information. Alright. We will end the day. Decay gives way to new growth. From death, life. The cycle starts again west of White Scar, by the river. Map, 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 map. Death, life. The cycle starts again, west of White Scar. White Scar. White Scar, White Scar. Where are White Scar Cave? West of White Scar by the river. The sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze, a reminder from the chest the skeleton plant grows. we have an opportunity to name all these plants. I've lived in Undermere all my life, and I've never seen people as worried as they are now. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. I was speaking to a woman from Arnside who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently there's a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east was all she would say when I pressed her. Okay. Somewhere to the east of Arnside. Arnside, Arnside, where are you? Arnside, Arnside, Arnside. That's Ambleside, not Arnside. Arnside! Somewhere. White Scar Cave. There it is, somewhere to the east. A thin crack runs down the rock, widening as it nears the ground, just wide enough for a man to slip through. But there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move. I do believe I already have Farmer's Worry. Oh, that's the mushroom that I just... It's this one. It gives you strength, and then it gives you fatigue. I am surprised at how easily I am able to roll away the boulder with the help of Farmer's Worry. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I discover several clusters of fungi growing there, reaching out desperately to the thin strip of light provided by the crack. Some more fungi. There's a lot of plants. Hello! Why can't I remember? There was something important. I know there was, but there's only darkness now. Sour brandy. I think I already have that one. No, I don't. Good. Because I want to uncover what these plants are. Huh. The sour brandy can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that, although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to the taste. The large stamen. This is a large stamen. A large stamen. It happened in a dream. The woman in the jade mask was screaming at me to get out. Instead, I went deeper. I entered the mind of the creature. It felt like slipping into a dark pool. Icy cold, who knows what terrors lurking beneath the surface. It felt powerful, then suddenly something happened. She tore me out of, and my mind went dark. I have not been myself lately. My wife of 30 years is dying. That is the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say there's nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for it to happen. A man at the hospice let slip out a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and that's all I can think about. I understand the risks, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. Please, I'm begging you. I made this elixir already. You're new. What a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get some hold of liverstone here. This one sounds like a new plant. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralysis agents contained within. The liverstone is a mushroom with pointed caps. We have two different mushrooms with pointed caps. We have these ones. Due to the strong paralysis, smells rotten. That is a very high probability. And then we also have these ones. But I'm gonna say it's the other ones. No. Dark, imposing, strange. No, it's this one. We're gonna go right here. Why are you hiding over there? Okay, we're gonna move these over a little bit so that they're all on the main screen for the ones that I still need to uncover. Okay. Let us continue. Oh, it's the woman in the jade green mask. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. You have to help me. Okay, let's take a look-see. We've got Dead Man's Fingers, which I believe is a mushroom. This fungus is typically found in dense forests protruding through the mulch. At a glance, it can appear as though a corpse reaching up from the undergrowth, said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. It is definitely this one. And I'm going to put it up here. And I'm also going to label it. But I don't know if I want to do that. Want to give it to her. She said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Dead man. Whoa. Got a little off track there. Okay, Dead Man's Fingers. And then the other one that you're looking for would be Widow's Woe. Said to induce fear, also called Campfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from the bend of long, thin leaves. Dainty dark flowers. This one? Said to induce fear, also called comfort. You mean that's the only one that fits that description? I mean, this is also long. But they're not dark flowers. That's the difference. Okay, so do we want to induce fear or do we want to strengthen? I think that we should strengthen. I think we should give her the dead man's fingers. There's been talk over the last few nights down the royal oak of a serpent creature going around slaughtering people. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my house now. I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. The glow of a few pixie lamps would surely warm my heart. Oh, that's gonna be that mushroom. Hello. Stop giving me pages. I'm gonna move this one over here. I think I only have 2 more mushrooms, don't I? There's just 1? 2. So I'm gonna move them here, but I know that they're there. So all of my mushrooms are in one place. Okay. That doesn't leave many flowers left. So I will end the day there. To the east of the castle, across the river, and through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the wood. Through the river and over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. That's what that sounded like. Okay, so we're going to go exploring. Trusty tarot card. To the east of the castle, across the river, and through the mountain pass. It grows at the edge of the wood. I don't think it's this castle because you don't come in contact with a river until about there. So it's not going to be that one. This one is a possibility. Across the river about that one. I think that's a good candidate. If we go something other, are there only 2 castles on this map? Hmm. Oh, this one. Okay. Across the river, through the wood. No, I don't think so. How about this one? Across the river, through the mountain. This one, right here, edge of the wood. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. Pretty. Rona! Darling! It is time. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down all the plants we need. I have no idea. Oh, I have a decision to make. I think, to be honest, I should have. I'm going to open this. I'm going to put this away. By the way, is there anything under this desk drawer that I should look at? Any hidden things? Oh, look, it just shines bright. Okay. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to make this last elixir. Okay, we know for certain it is this plant. Nope, not this one. This one. Because it has 5 pointed leaves. A red flower to protect the mind. None of the other ones, so I'd like to know what this flower is. Oh, well, there you go. Right there, along them. Oh, okay, and a seed pod for good luck. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. The only things that really look like seed pods are these. Let me look. Okay. I'm wondering, is there any plant about me that I don't have? Right here. This plant. That's this flower, right? Yeah. Give me them tags. I forgot what it's called. What is it called? Haveridge? Average. There we go. Okay. That's good. Can go right there. It's called True Slayer. This person will. The sparsely petaled pale flower gives off a strong scent. Sparsely petaled flower. Come back. However, it's highly addictive. Interesting. I'm gonna say that maybe this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. Kind of resembles like mushrooms too. Honey bell. And okay. That's one we're looking for though. And we've got this snap is thought to bring good fortune. Ah, seed pod for good luck. There we go. That's this one. Create elixir. Plants. Yes, you did. Okay, this one will go here. And put this one there. This one, like, okay. And this one goes, you can see it. So, St. Quentin's elixir. St. Oops. I'm just gonna go to yep, that looks good. We can archive this. Put these away. This down. And honestly, I think I'm going to go and meet her, not the cult. What did I say it was? Right here. Small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out of the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. The thing is I'm not even sure what plants are supposed to go there. plants are supposed to go there. I think it has something to do with this. First is the corpse's friend. A reminder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is the key right here. First is the corpse's friend. A rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford it place wreaths from the corpse's friend. I'm going to go with this one for the first one. I can't remember which one that was. Not like the tall blue one. This one. Valley. I know it's in here somewhere. Bali. This is one of the last ones again. There we go. Okay. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Just kidding. This is not the correct plant. This plant is known colloquially as the corpse's friend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers, poisons. I remember this one it had an image of a corpse. I'm pretty sure it was this one, this red one here. It had like a corpse on the ground. And that's the flower that we got from them. So I'm gonna go with this one because I remember finding this one. Okay, then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Something tells me it's like this one, because that one's very like viney. Before we go any further, this is the fourth one, to lift a curse, sometimes called witch's remedy. The long lift curses. Okay, so we have this one already. What was this? We're looking for the leaves. This one. Does it matter the order in which I put them on? I hope not. Just to confirm, this was long. Okay. And so that lady had just asked for a plant about fear. Wondering if this is the fifth one. But I don't know. Binder, ankle grabber, and never let go are several names given to this plant. Fresh snow has small heart-shaped leaves. Where you at? Do you have small heart-shaped leaves? Yeah, you do. I knew it'd be you. Yeah, you're number two. Third is Spearbringer. Now that lady literally just asked for that plant. And black blood's reverse. It's real black fungus and what flower is it? He's really between. Well, I think it was this one. Told you. W1 said to, yes, this one, Kempfoot, due to its unpleasant scent. And I think I said it was this one because it grows the blue flowers on it. I was torn because this one specifically says that the flowers are very delicate. Said to induce spirit, dainty dark flowers grow out of the bed. But it doesn't say anything little. It's just dark. So I'm gonna say it's this one. That leaves the last one for us. And I have a feeling. Oh. I think it might be this one. Similar to that of Solomon's Scepter. And Solomon's Scepter is the one that opens that portal to hell. So to reverse it, you'd use the opposite one? It's worth a shot. This was an important plant. Oh. Here we go, guys. I hope I got it. Oh, no. 4 out of the 5 plants are correct. So close. 4 out of the 5. Four out of the 5. Hmm. I'm not sure which one is wrong. Like, part of me feels like maybe it's the last one. This one is definitely the snare. This is definitely correct. And I think this one's correct. Third is what should I say? Fourth, to lift a curse. Yeah, that one literally said to lift a curse, and I double checked that one. Okay. Devil's Nightcap. A light pleasant scent, nuts. Boiling it in vinegar creates. This one's definitely correct, yeah? Definitely. Pine Forest, yeah. So that one is correct. Hey, where'd you go? Okay, you go in here. An ankle grabber binder. What did I say that one was? this was... That's correct. It's the one I don't have. And it's a binder ankle grabber. That's what it says. The ankle that's like you can't go wrong with this one. And it even says like, oh, it moves fast for a plant. So that one's correct. I know it. Okay, third is the fear burn. This is the one that I'm going between, like, is it this one? Or is it this one? So I'm gonna try this one. Worst that happens is I have to just redo it, right? Right. Oh, that was 4! So it has to be that one though, right? I'm just getting the wrong plant? Let me go back to that. It was a W, right? W. Widow's Well. Said to induce fear. Kempfoot. Unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers. Dainty dark flowers. Okay. Leaves. Long thin leaves. Okay, it's not this one, and it's not this one. Not have thin leaves. Long thin leaves. Let me see. A somewhat damp, dark red flowers. I mean, so it says dark, and they're kind of dainty. What did I say about this one? Damp smell. Oh. Okay. It's partially unpleasant smell. That's the only one that I've got left, so let's try it. Oh. Did it? I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality, it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A loud noise behind us makes us all jump. Turning around, I see something that makes my blood run cold. The woman in the jade mask is walking calmly and slowly towards us from the other side of the clearing. Behind her, standing tall and terrifying, is the black silhouette of the serpent. Ooh. What movie was that in? That was in a movie that I just watched recently. It was a horror movie, like, The Forest or something like that? Was it about being patient? I think we're out of time. Do not be afraid. I am here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to... Turn! The creature lunges forward and brings a huge arm, scything towards her. Her scream pierces the cold air and she drops to her knees, clutching her head. But the blow seems to glance off to the one side as it comes hurtling down, and the beast's claws end up embedded in the dirt instead of the woman's back. You can't hold it back much longer. You need this. She throws a small vial of red liquid, which Reuben deftly catches and holds up to the light. Blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona grabs the vial and fumbles to get the stopper out as she turns back to the shrine. The serpent has its huge arm free again and is slowly advancing with strange jerking movements. Verona pours the blood into a small cavity in the shrine, and everything seems to happen all at once. A pillar of bright light launches out of the shrine towards the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, drowning out the screams of the woman in the jade mask, who is clutching her head and writhing in agony on the ground. There is an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smolders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Friday. With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I've been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. We were fortunate that Thea was able to stay in control of the beast for as long as she did. Who can say what would have happened if she was unable to prevent it causing the destruction it craved? Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that has built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have plowed their energies into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course, that they, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. I promised Reuben that I would leave it to him to unravel that mess. She is his daughter, after all. Ooh. As for myself, well, I'm back in the calm of the Strange Horticulture, of course, with Hellbore for company. It's quieter around here, but I'm content, and there are always more plants to learn about and discover. Sleeping, it is done! The servant can go back to being a dark story for the dusty shelves. The end. Alive! Alive. Attempting to reconnect with his daughter. Alive. She regularly visits you for advice. You've become firm friends. That's right. In hiding. He has not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumors he is living in Rydell Cave once again. Deceased. Ah, I guess I probably could have saved him if I gave him the different plant that he had asked for. It is what it is, man. Deceased. The sister, killed by the servant. I can't remember what her deal was, and if I had a choice to give her a different plant or not. Alive. She has not dreamed of the servant since you performed the ritual. Okay. And hiding. Ah, she was the woman in the jade mask. Ashamed of her actions that caused so much pain and death, it is unlikely she will ever fully recover from the trauma. And Isidore is alive, currently pursuing legal action against the Strange Horticulture because I gave you one plant that caused you to get itchy. Not my fault. Awesome. Well, that was a really good game. I really enjoyed it. I was expecting to finish it slightly sooner than I did, but honestly, it was a good length. I'm very excited for Strange Antiquities to come out based off of this playthrough, for sure. I believe it's coming out in September, early September. September 14th rings a bell. Really good game, though. Really good game. Also, I did play this on the Nintendo Switch, and it ran really well. I think the only gripe that I might have had with it is that it probably would have been easier to play with a mouse. So if they end up doing that for the Switch too, and making it so that you can use your Nintendo controller as a mouse on it, it'll probably feel a lot better than using um, your control sticks to move the mouse around. Just little things like that. Yeah, but other than that, ran really well. Ran really great on the Switch. Um, so I wouldn't. I would recommend you pick it up on the Switch or the PC, whichever platform you prefer. It's not like this one had a bad port, which I'm really happy about. And honestly, I am thinking about getting it on Steam so that maybe I can go through and do the Steam achievements. Um, and maybe pick the different plants and see what types of endings those would have done. Like if I would have chosen the cult ritual rather than the banishment ritual, I suppose. All right, I'm going to press the continue button. Earlier, have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you too. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. Does it count that I've identified these ones as well? Is that really? That doesn't feel like 17. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's only 12. 12! 12 plants. Unless I'm missing some. Okay. Decisions. Raven. I know a man with thick black beard and kind eyes who is delighted to have found a willing ear to listen to his stories. You won't find the monastery in the Black Vale marked on any map. They don't want to be found. The monastery is on the edge of the wood. I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I feel the sun on my face, and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers. Then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it to my left as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass, and I've stayed ever since. As I turn to leave, he adds, "Here, if you're serious about going, you better have this." I don't remember that much. The monastery was on the edge of a wood. Crossed 2 rivers. 1, 2. And we followed a river for a while. My guess would be this one. It was on the edge of a forest. I'd say either this forest or this forest. Maybe this one? Or this one. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature. Was that the correct thing? Clearly not. So this one can be put into the archives real quick. Alright, well, for now, I think this is okay for tonight. More than likely, I'm going to finish this post-credit stuff off stream. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. But I will be that will mean on Saturday. I was originally supposed to stream tomorrow again, but I had to change the plans. So on Saturday, I will more than likely be streaming, and that will mean we're gonna start a new game. And I am unsure which game we're gonna start. We might try a game on my Ally instead of the Switch. But I will think about it. So yeah. Thank you all for whoever came out and joined me today. And I will see you next time.